Like Meghan Markle loves her return to the world of social media, even though, of course, they're both her and her husband, as she likes to keep pointing out, well, yes, the social media is a bad thing, not good for you at all that sort of stuff. But for Meghan, of course, this is now her kickback, her fight back to all the negative PR that she's now receiving, particularly at the debuting of her magazine programme, whatever you want to call it, With Love Meghan, right? And when you think about it also, well, it's been universally panned. Yes, it did quite well in the ratings. Not brilliant, not with all the PR, but did quite well. But then Meghan decided to drop this bombshell late on Friday afternoon over here in the United Kingdom. As ever, let me explain. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Are you all right today? I'm all right, thank you. Always things, aren't they? Shocks. And they always come on a Friday, have you noticed? It's a bit like when they came to send you over the gas bill or the electric bill and you think, right, now you've got all weekend to worry about it, haven't you? You know what I'm saying, chums? Why do they do that? Have you noticed? You always manage to get the bad stuff. It's never in the midweek when you're in a better mood, is it? You're never in a better mood with a bill. Well, I don't blame you. I mean, who is, let's be honest. It's like the thing is that the brown envelopes, you look and think, here we go again, I'm not opening that. Certainly not. I read this thing once, tell me if you think this is right. And it said, never open a brown envelope after 6 p.m. because this will play on your mind at night. Yes, do you agree? Let me know as ever, I'd love to know. When do you open your bills? You never do. If only we couldn't, do you know what I mean? Wouldn't it be nice? It's a bit like receiving news like this. Meghan Markle, as you know, proudly announced that, hey guys, guess what? Second series of With Love Meghan or Cooking with Meghan is now coming out. How true is this? Well, let me tell you the true factor. This is where Meghan really needs to stop lying, right? This is the thing. If she was a bit more clear and had a bit more clarity about her, people might actually like her a little bit more and perhaps she might resonate with the audience. Now, as we know, it did all right, but it certainly didn't break any pots in the ratings or anything like that. But yes, there's going to be further episodes. These episodes were already recorded and some of them are compilations of bits and outtakes and fun bits that we haven't seen before. So it's not really a recommission. Now, behind the scenes, this is what Meghan never wants to share, the people that help her, guide her, and of course, push her forward. You see, her agency, William Morris Endeavour, were the people that came up with the idea of splitting the episodes. It was something that they suggested she should have done with archetypes in a podcast. See, if she'd have split them, then people might have got used to it, you bring them back and all of that sort of stuff. Netflix were never going to shell out that level of money, that level of crew again for another series. So the agency said, well, how about splitting it? Netflix and the agency agreed. They presented that with Meghan. She liked the idea because consequently it makes it look like she's got a second series. But again, here's where it gets fascinating because the deal has not necessarily made money for anybody concerned, particularly, of course, for Netflix, who were hoping to have all of the product ready to scan and buy. So the only things people are now taking away from this show are the flower sprinkles, whatever they're called, dried flowers, right? And of course, the fruit platter that nobody can afford to make. Have you tried buying fruit in the supermarket pre-made like that? Too pricey. So when people are sort of saying this has gone really well, now what's happening is this. Meghan's now pushing hard to Netflix, the streaming company that's her partner, to suggest that actually after the second series they may do some seasonal one-offs like autumn, With Love Meghan autumn, With Love Meghan Christmas. You get the picture. But of course right now they've not made any money on this particular series, and even when the second series comes back they're still waiting to see if that will change. So while they may say that, they're not going to come out publicly and state it in a press release. Something, of course, that's got Meghan fizzing, no doubt boiling mad, as ever. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.